How many of you have dreams in your heart that are going to require some investing? How many of you have impact that you want to make in this world, and that you would love to have some money behind you so that you can craft and create the impact that you want to have on this world? Yeah, I do. But the interesting thing is, where do we go to learn these ideas? Where do we go to learn how to create income? Well, as I mentioned, we can go safety first, finding the AAA government savings bonds, but then you can learn how to create what I call a bond ladder. Very easy. A bond ladder is a group of bonds that will produce income for you over time. Like a ladder, you have the money coming due at certain periods of time, because bonds are a vehicle where you are actually loaning your money to an organization like a bank or a corporation or even the government. You're loaning your money to them for the return that you get is an interest payment. So that interest payment comes, you invest in the bond market, in certain different bonds that come due at certain maturity dates. So you could have a 1-year bond. You could even have a 3-month bond, 6-month bond, 9-month bond, 12-month bond. You can have a 1-year bond, a 2-year bond, a 5-year bond, a 10-year bond, 30-year bond. These kinds of bonds, you can craft a bond ladder for your investments so that each one, as you move out in time, you actually receive higher income because you're taking a higher risk with that money. You're loaning your money to somebody for a longer period of time. So you obviously earn more interest back because you're giving your money to that organization to use as they see fit, and they are promising. A bond is really a promise. I will loan you some money. You pay me back in a certain period of time with interest. So right now, the interest for the AAA bonds that you're going to be loaning to the government, and I just mentioned, is 6.8%. That's AAA, because the United States government, you can trust more than anybody else to pay you back. Why? Because we know that they are relying on the full credit of the United States taxing authorities. They have plenty, the government has plenty of money. They're going to pay you back your principal amount with no risk. 100% guaranteed that you'll get paid back. That's not so true with banks. It's not so true with corporations, although they do pay back, but you have certain risk parameters.